welcome to my channel and welcome to my website. My name is Daryl and this is Programming in Any Language. The website is www.black-duck.com. It's where you'll find all my videos organized in logical order. Editing the data is probably the easiest piece. Just like delete, the search function has already identified the record in question. When we go into edit, we simply populate text boxes on the form with 3 pieces of data from the 3 arrays. The user can then change any or all of the text boxes. The operation can be canceled, or the user can proceed and replace the data in the array. And just like delete, where we place the last record into the open spot in the array, edit replaces the new data in the same array location. No problem if the data is not in alphabetical order. The next time search is used, the data is automatically sorted to its proper order. Let's watch. Edit is relatively simple as well. It doesn't have the complexity of the add button, but it's very similar in some ways. The thing is, you already got the data out there. Well, basically, we're going to go into edit, and we're going to go ahead and, because the pointer from the search button has already identified the record we want to make the changes to, we simply want to grab that data and put it into a text box so it can be changed. And then we allow the user to make those changes or cancel the operation. We can do one or the other. We can actually update it or cancel it. Now, if the record is changed, it really doesn't matter what the user changes it to. We'll simply replace it into the empty spot, or into the spot that's pointed to in the array. It could be an alphabetical change. We could be using a record that has a record name that starts with an A and creating one and adding one or changing it to a Z something, and it goes back in its position up in the A position. That's okay again, because once we go out and come into our search, it's automatically sorted. That sort function in the search button, it's a good thing it's only in one spot. It makes it so much easier to use because every time we go into it, we do sort the data over again. And so it's always in alphabetical order when we come into the search. So that's just fine. So let's take a look at this thing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and edit like this. It's basically going to be, we're going to go in the search piece right here, and the data is going to come up when we actually pick something, and we will jump in to display our records right here. This time we'll have text boxes sitting there, and we'll be able to change it or exit the operation completely. It functions just like the delete for the display screen. Exit works the same way as well. The change record will only replace what the pointer is pointing at in that area. So we're good there. Then we come back to this and we have a blank screen. So let's go ahead and do this. We want to go to our screen and actually show our edit screen to us. So we're going to send this one to the back, send our delete to the back, send our search to the back. It's got to be in here somewhere, right? There's our edit. It's all set and ready to go. Everything's been changed, I believe. We'll go to our properties and check this out. And yes, it is. Text record name edit is sitting out there. Change record is sitting out there. We've got all that stuff ready to go. What do we want to do first? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is do the edit button first. We need to actually process this thing. Button edit is sitting there. We'll go double click on it and go there. And we get our empty area. What do we want to do here? Well, just like all the other buttons, we're going to do some housekeeping. We're going to do gbx edit dot visible is visible, not validated, is equal to true. And that turn on edit screen. gbx search dot visible is equal to false. Turn off search screen. We want to take now, just like we did in the delete up here, we end up putting this data from the area into our screen here. In fact, can we copy this? We basically can. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to steal this data. We'll just make some slight changes to it. Control C. Sometimes it's handy to kind of do this. We're going to jump down here and actually pop this in here. Now they aren't labels; they're text records. So we're going to say txt login ID. This is the nice thing about naming things consistently. You can do this kind of shortcut work to get this all done. And it's not delete; it's edit. EDIT. EDIT and EDIT. So So that takes the three items that are in the array and pops them in here. Edit ID. Oh, we got too many D's in here. Just fix that a little bit, and we should be good there. There we're going. So now this is going to work. So the only other things we want to do now is we want to take button edit dot enable and make it false. Disable edit button. And we're going to take the button delete, btn delete, and also make it false. Disable delete button. Fix this little pointer here. Good to go. Did I just screw it up here too? No, it just got screwed up, I think, when I changed the name. That's all it did there, so we're good there. So that does our housekeeping on the edit button. So let's see if that works, if we're in good shape with that. We'll do a file save. Save all. And we'll do a start. Program starts out just nice. It's got 2 records in. We want to search on those records. We take Walgreens, and there it is. We can actually make changes to it. So let's do, we want to delete it? No, we want to edit it. Can we do that? We can't do that right now. Well, it does go to the screen. It brings it up, and now we can actually we can exit the edit, or we can change the record. We'll do the exit edit first, and then do our change records. These things are not programmed just yet, so we'll have to take care of that. So we'll go to our screen and do our exit edit by double-clicking on it. Exit edit is pretty straightforward. We're simply going to GBX. I keep wanting to say whatever I'm saying, D something. Edit dot visible is equal to false. So we turn that screen off. We also want to say button add dot enabled is equal to true. Enable add button and btn search dot enabled equals true. And that's it. That's all we need to do for the edit. So let's check that out and see if that works. Do our search, do Walgreens. I'm going to do an edit on this thing. We changed our minds, exit, and we're fine. Still there. No problems there at all. Let's go ahead and do an add. We need to fix something, get out of the search, do an add, and add another record out here. We'll add Toyota. Deduct. TT XXX1 exclamation point. Post it. And I have 3 records sitting out there. Okay, that's great to see. We'll exit the add, and we'll exit the program. So we're now ready to go. So what do we need to do next? Next thing we do is we want to do the change the record. How do we actually make this change? We double click on this then, and changing a record is fairly straightforward too. We're simply going to be able to take our str record name, whatever pointer is looking at. Remember, pointer is doing all this work again. It's the search INTER. The pointer is identified from the search where we're actually working with this thing. So we'll say it's going to be equal to txt record number, record name edit dot text, and that will replace array element with text box. str login ID pointer is equal to text login ID dot text, and str password pointer is equal to text password dot edit. That's all we need to do with that. That will replace what's on the file. All we need to do now is a little bit of housekeeping. We want to be able to clear those text boxes. So we'll say text login ID, record name edit dot text is equal to quote quote clear text boxes. txt login ID edit dot text is equal to quote quote, and txt password dot edit dot text is equal to quote quote, and that clears those guys out. Next thing we want to do is gbx edit Dot visible is equal to false. We're turning off that screen. Turn off edit screen. Button add dot enabled is equal to true. Enable add button, and btn search dot enabled is equal to true. Enable search button. And that's it. File save. Start. Do a search. Let's take this Walgreens one and change it to Walmart. Edit. Now going to become Walmart. Oh, problem here. Our tab key is screwed up again. We need to go into there. So let's go ahead and exit this. And let's do our exit button also isn't showing up properly on the exit. We need to actually set that up too, so the exit is showing up on here. We can also exit the program. So that's a couple things we want to do. Let's go ahead and get out. And the button change record, we want to go ahead and enable btn exit dot enabled is equal to true. And spelling is a big problem. Enable exit button. I want to do that in the exit edit also. btn edit exit dot enabled is equal to true. Enable exit button. Now let's go to our screen and look at that tab key on this thing. It's sitting up here as a tab stop of 21, as you can see. This one is 23 and this one is 22. We want to make this one 22. And this one 23. Why is this important again? It's important because many people who are great at typing don't want to use the mouse. They want to actually just tap through this thing and go without lifting their fingers off to find some other device. It's a lot faster for them to actually use the tab key to make this work. So that's exactly what we want to do here. Do a file save on this thing. Now we can do a test. Again, it's always so important to keep on testing because you're always going to have something that's not quite right, and you need to fix that piece. Okay, let's do our search. We'll do our Walgreens, change to Walmart again. This time we'll do WAL-MART tab. Here we are. The customer ID can now be DUCK, and the password can be even changed to WA Wally World Z exclamation point, and then change the record, and that works fine. Is it changed? Sure it is. There it is. Exit that search, and we're good. And our exit button is showing up just nicely as well. So that's it. That's all we need to do to make this thing happen. Looks good. And it was pretty easy. Yes, we found some tab indexes in the text boxes out of order. That was quickly fixed. Essentially, our application is complete. All the pieces work. But when creating applications for others, it is important to make the application pleasing to use. That means making the application attractive to the user. That's what we'll do next time, cosmetics. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to use the website for easy access to all my videos. And if you get a chance, please subscribe. That way, you'll be notified when something new is available. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.